Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Leading the Charge. I am 7 Sports Director Matt Bove, riding solo tonight, but we have plenty of guests lined up and some really cool stories to share with you. But right off the rip, we need to talk about the Buffalo Sabres and the historic pace they are playing at. Now, because of the Tampa Bay Lightning's win yesterday, they are actually now in first place in the Atlantic Division. You can see on your screen right now, Tampa has 98 points. The Sabres have 98 points. The reason Tampa is ahead of the Sabres is because they have played one fewer games. This is turning out to be a historically dominant Atlantic Division, but there really is a noticeable drop-off between where the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Sabres are, and then those teams kind of a little bit lower down, the 5 and the 6, Senators and Red Wings, who are still pushing to make the playoffs. For the Sabres at this point, their magic number is 7 points. That can be achieved by them earning points or the teams that are the first out of the playoffs losing points. The Sabres really in a good position, and one of the reasons why they're in such a great position is because of the play of Zach Benson. So earlier today, I sat down one-on-one with the Sabres forward. You and a couple other people were like, this is the most fun I've had playing hockey in a long, long time. When did it become that way? When did it get to that point?
I think from the start of the year, I think just this group that we have makes it so fun to come to the rink. But, when you're winning hockey games, it just makes it that much more fun. Life in general. So I think, obviously the winning streak, once you got to 4 or 5 in a row, every time we came to the rink, it was unbelievable. And, nothing's really changed since that point.
So you go on that first win streak, and then obviously you guys have had a ton of success since then. Did it reinstill a belief? Did you need the belief that you guys were able to pull it off, or kind of what changed?
Yeah, not a lot changed. I think the winning streak is kind of something where you get 3, you get 4, and then you realize how good of a hockey team you are. And I think once you get 4 wins, you're just like, we can win forever. And obviously we ran up to, over 10, and then after that you lose a game and you're like, you know what, we can win any night in this league. So, you lose one, you win the next night. So I think it did reinstill some belief, but at the same time we knew we were a good hockey team. So not pumping your tires, but the other day I was on a hockey podcast. Somebody asked me about the unsung hero of the team. And I referenced 3 guys. I said, you, Josh Doan, and Matthias Samuelsson. So let me ask you though, who do you think is an unsung hero on this team that maybe doesn't get as much shine as they should? Yeah, I think our 2 goalies, Lionel and Upi, they've been our backbone. When we've had off nights, they've really raised their game, and they've been playing unbelievable hockey. And I think they don't get enough credit for what they've done, and they've been a massive part of our success.
So obviously you're getting the goaltending, you're getting contributions from up and down the lineup. One of the guys who you've been playing with a little bit these last couple of weeks is Sam Carrick. And I asked you about playing against him, and you were like, every time I was in MSG, I thought he was going to take my head off. What has he brought to your team? Obviously there's some snarl there, but I don't know if anybody foresaw the offensive production explosion.
Yeah, no, he's brought a lot on and off the ice. He's such a good guy around the room, and on the ice, obviously, you see his game. He's a competitor, competes on pucks, plays a 200-foot game, and you give him a chance, he'll put it in the net. So he's actually a really, really fun player to play with, and he's going to be a big part down the stretch.
How much do you pride yourself on the ability to play all over the place? You can be on the first line, you can be on the second line, you can be on the fourth line, you can kind of be anywhere. How much pride do you take in that?
Yeah, I think it's just going out and playing your game. No matter who you're playing with, we got such a deep team that you're playing with a really good hockey player. So, whatever line you're on, you go out there, play your game, and at the end of the day, try and help the team win.
Is there something about your game or something about your energy level that for some reason in the third period, it feels like you're constantly the guy who can make a play, when your team needs it? I think of the other night, you make the pass to Peyton. I think of the hit you took against the Kings, the goal against the Ducks, the goal against the Bruins. In the third period, you have been showing up. Have you always had that? Is there something about that?
I think it's just, I don't know. I think it's just wanting to help the team get back in the game. There's other stuff that goes on before that too. It's little plays like the Boston game before I get that goal. Mal has a huge block. So it's honestly little details that everyone brings, and I think lately it's just kind of been trying to make the next play to try and help the team win.
Your trajectory to this point is a bit unique. You kind of just got thrown into this, and you've been with this team now for a while, and this is all you know. How are the Buffalo Sabres different now than the Buffalo Sabres when you got here?
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of similarity in that room, a lot of familiar faces from my first year. So, from that standpoint, we got a lot of the same guys, and I think we've just gotten tighter. We've grown together. I think definitely this year is the tightest this group's ever been, even with new additions. Right away, it felt like they've been here forever too. So really tight group, and I think I don't know what the biggest difference or change is, but I'd say just tighter overall as a group.
What is the message for the team? We're in the locker room. There's a bunch of media there. There's a bunch of reporters there. Obviously, with success comes attention. You guys have had a lot of success. You're now getting a lot of attention. But at the same time, everything you probably want to accomplish is still in front of you. Is that something that you have to actually talk about, or is that just kind of like silently known, like this isn't something we need to go over?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's silently known. Obviously everyone knows what we're playing for at the end of the day, and but at the same time, you mention little things. The coaches mention little things, and you definitely want to keep it in the room, and everyone knows what the end goal is, and that's really the one goal when you start the year.
Are you comfortable talking about it? I remember we were in the room after a game. It was a win. It was in late January, and Tuck was answering questions, and he was like, our goal is not to make the playoffs. Our goal is to win the Stanley Cup. That is what we are thinking about. And that at least took me by surprise. I was like, whoa, I haven't heard that type of language and that type of answer coming from this room in a long time. Are you guys comfortable talking about that? Because that takes confidence, and it also takes belief.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, you're comfortable talking about it. I don't know if you really want, we're kind of, we're worried about the New York Islanders right now, and that's our one thing we're focused on. So, all that other stuff, we don't really bring that up. No need to right now. Everyone knows that's the end goal at the end of the day, and our job is to play as good as we can tomorrow, and then play as good as we can in Ottawa. So that's all we're focused on right now, and when that stuff comes, we'll hit it head on.
A lot of people on the outside will say, what happened? It is so much of the same group that there has been here for years. And now, 98 points, one of the best teams in hockey for 3 months. It's a simple question, but it might be a complicated answer. What happened?
Yeah, I think, that win streak really gave us belief. Like I said, you get 4 or 5 wins, you realize how good of a hockey team you are. And, we knew we were a good hockey team. I mean, I remember, talking to people in the summer and telling them, we're a real good hockey team. We got to get some confidence. And, that win streak really gave us that confidence. That kind of gave us that swagger. And, we've ran with it since. But, we've always been a good hockey team. It's not like a win streak really makes a team. It obviously helped us a lot in the standings. But it did give us a little bit of swagger and confidence. And we kind of just ran with it.
And then the last one for me, you talked about the fun at the beginning. We talked about dire straits and, getting the juices flowing as you're coming out on the ice. What has it been like playing for a community in a city that has been craving great hockey for so long? What have the vibes been like, whether you're here at the rink or you're away from the rink?
It's unbelievable. It truly is. It's super special. And, it's little things. You go to a grocery store and you have people coming up to you and, let's go Sabres, keep it rolling. And you just look around the city. I mean, you go to a corner store and they got Sabre shirts everywhere, Sabre pictures. So it's truly special, and it's something that you don't want to take for granted.
All right, Zach Benson should maybe buy one of those Sabre shirts the next time he goes to a corner store after watching the shirt he was wearing for the interview. But seriously, he's an awesome dude, and he's playing some great hockey. So we very much appreciate him taking the time. All right, coming up on the other side of the break, we have been introducing you to Sabres security guard James McDuffy and his incredible story. Well, that's coming up in just minutes. All right, welcome back, everyone. So a little backstory. When you are covering a Buffalo Sabres game or practice, you go through the security entrance. And for my entire time covering the team, there has always been a familiar face inside that office. His name is James McDuffy. And if I say so myself, he's an awesome guy. And tonight, we're introducing you to him.
Hey, Jeff, how's everything in the real life?
For 30 years, there has been one constant inside the KeyBank Center. Let me introduce you to James McDuffy.
My journey growing up on the east side, rough, tough neighborhood, coming and working for the Buffalo Sabres, you have to understand where I came from and where I'm at right now.
McDuffy has been inside the security office at KeyBank Center since the day it opened.
I'm so glad that I went to the the job fair at 1490 Jefferson back in 1996.
That job fair led to a career change. In the years that followed, he became a Sabres staple.
William.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. It's an honor to have a job like this. Everybody that come through here, you know, they got to come past me.
Everyone has a James story. He has thousands.
Funny story.
From playing ping pong with Phil Collins to partying with Garth Brooks, James could go on for hours.
All right, you're welcome, buddy. You know what they call me? Counselor. People come and talk to me, but they don't know by them talking to me, they gave me something back.
But nothing means more than the friendships, like Lindy Ruff.
Whether we stop and talk for a while or I just yell out, James, how's it going?
And the players. So many guys, past and present, have spent time in the security office talking to him about anything and everything.
I miss their interactions. I really do.
Just so many great times. Like, he treated my family so well when they would come to games.
He's been around the whole time I've been here, so I love that guy.
Yeah, he's been awesome. Not only to me, but my family.
And then there's Rick Jeanneret, the voice of the Sabres for decades, and someone James loved dearly.
I've had a hell of a run, and it's been awesome.
Rick, he got real frail at the end, but his voice was strong. Mm-hmm. And when I went out there to him, and he said, James, take care of your heart. You taking care of your heart? I said, yeah, Rick, I'm taking care of my heart. I'm going to my doctor appointment. Take care of that heart. So when he was walking away, I said, Rick, love you. He said, I love you too. And that's the last time. And about 3 weeks to a month later, he had passed away. Wow. And I got a chance to talk to him.
It means a lot to you. It's been an incredible 30 years, but after this season, McDuffy will say goodbye.
All right, no problem, Matt.
As he steps into retirement.
Such a great human being, honestly.
You know, so happy for him, obviously, for his retirement and all the things that he's done and his tenure here and all the work that he's put in. So congratulations on his retirement.
Wish him nothing but the best in his retirement, and you know, glad I got to experience his present my entire time here.
It was a fun part. You know, the first person I saw most days when I walked into the rink, and just a really good human being.
What a final year it's been. The Sabres are making it one to remember for fans, and a fitting send-off for someone who has meant so much.
It makes me feel proud being and representing the Sabres when I'm not here at work. It's like, I can't believe it. I work for the Buffalo Sabres.
But for James, it's never been about the wins and losses. It's the people who have forever changed that same guy that went into the career fair on Jefferson.
How's it going?
Looking for something new.
A guy from the east side of Buffalo, working for the Buffalo Sabres for almost 30 years. It's a dream that it's a blessing too, you know, because I would have never thought I would have been here doing this for 30 years. Never.
And how cool is this? This morning when I was walking into Sabres practice, I saw the team was taking their annual team photo, and for one of them, they invited James out onto the ice. He's sitting right there next to Captain Rasmus Dahlin. So very cool to see him get some well-deserved recognition. He tells me something will happen at the last regular season home game. He just doesn't exactly know what it is, so obviously we will keep you updated there. But just an awesome guy and cool to see all of this love he has been getting since we initially ran that story. So shout out to James McDuffy and congratulations on an unbelievable 30-year career. Certainly a guy has seen a lot of stuff and has a lot of stories to tell. All right, coming up on the other side of the break, let's show you inside the new Highmark Stadium. I know a lot of people are wondering, how are the updates? Well, don't go anywhere and we'll show you firsthand. All right, welcome back, everyone. So some news out of Olean this evening. Now, this is not official just yet, but according to ESPN, Mike McDonald, the longtime coach of the Damon Wildcats Division II team, is going back to his alma mater to become the new head coach for the St. Bonaventure men's basketball team. So this is an unbelievable career arc if this ultimately does become official, which we think it's going to in probably just a couple days. Mike McDonald was at Bonaventure, then rose in the ranks here with Canisius, then eventually turns Damon into a Division II powerhouse, and it looks like he will be going back to his alma mater, St. Bonaventure, to be their new head coach. So if that's ultimately the case, I think that's a very good hire because Mike McDonald is an awesome guy and has proven over the years that he is a very good coach. So no official word yet, but it feels like it's trending in that direction. All right, as for the Buffalo Bills, owners meetings happening in Arizona as we speak. And for the last couple of years, one of the big topics at the owners meetings has been the new stadium. So it felt fitting to tonight give you a look inside the stadium and where things stand with just a couple months away until completion.
7 News getting an up-close look at the new Highmark Stadium, a progress report on the $2.2 billion facility starting outside where the exterior is really taking shape.
Those panels are the final little detail that will make their way around the building.
The skin of the building is now nearly complete. You can even see the outline for the future logo of the hometown team.
The pixelated old Nintendo Buffalo Bills logo right there.
Inside, the experience begins the moment you walk through the door. Just steps from one of the entrances, fans will get their first breathtaking view of the Stadium Bowl with an open concourse overlooking the field.
Majority of the seats are in at this point. The only seats that aren't in are the ones that were kind of strategically left out for sequencing. Populous helped us with this gradient pattern where we go from red to blue in the different sections. It's a lot of fun. There's really no rhyme or reason behind it. It's purely random.
Meantime, video boards and sports lighting have already been installed, along with hundreds of speakers aimed at enhancing the game day experience.
So the sound system here is literally state of the art, and there's speakers that'll be pushing into the concourse.
The Bills say progress inside the stadium is moving quickly. One of the stadium's massive pregame gathering spaces for suite holders is taking form, connecting directly to suites that look straight out onto the field. But one of the most finished areas of the new facility is downstairs, where a large staircase and escalator takes you to field level and the field club, designed to bring fans closer to the action.
The whole idea in here is it's a lot of fun, high energy, and then access to the team.
The Field Club is a premium area that can hold up to 1,200 fans who have seats in the 100 level directly above. It'll feature food and drink options, TVs, a DJ booth, and a front row seat to the tunnel, used by players to get to and from the locker room.
So you'll have the ability for the full team to walk past you. Very high-tech LED system built within that wall.
And just steps away, the star of the show, the natural grass field installed last fall. And it's from this vantage point that you can really get a sense of the stacked design of the stadium.
We sometimes describe it feels like a large hockey arena and less like a giant football stadium.
The seats almost feel like they're right on top of you. You can tell just how loud it's going to be in here.
We're still trying to figure out exactly how loud it's going to be because it's going to be incredibly loud, given the refraction of the sound and the sound system and all of that. So it's really good to be down here and kind of sense that.
In terms of the construction schedule, despite some setbacks, the Bills tell me the project is still on track for substantial completion by June 1st.
The Bills will take ownership and occupy
this building in June. In July, we will have some soft opening type events to get our staff up to speed on it, make sure the building's operating and performing the way we want it to, dial anything in over that time. And then in August, we will start to host preseason NFL football games here, and obviously leading up to the season in September.
In Orchard Park, Jeff Russo, 7 News.
Looks pretty good. You know who's going to be playing inside that new stadium this upcoming season? Bills tight end Dalton Kincaid. We already knew that, but today Brandon Beane said at the owners' meetings that they are picking up the 5th-year option for the Bills' 3rd-year tight end. This is a move that makes a lot of sense, even though Dalton Kincaid has been a player who has been banged up. It's only about $8.7 million to keep him for that additional deal. And when you look at what the tight end market is around the NFL, he is still a very good player with a lot of upside. Also, by the way, he has become one of their most dangerous targets, especially in the postseason. So that move does make a lot of sense. Reminder, everybody, the NFL draft, which you can watch right here on ABC, only about 3 weeks away. So there's a lot of things that are coming up on the horizon. And obviously the stadium is starting to look very nice. All right. Thanks, everyone, for watching this episode of Leading the Charge. Shout out to Jenna and Michelle in the control room. I'm Matt Bove. We'll see you guys next week, everyone. Have a great rest of your evening.